Donald Trump back in Washington today as his lawyers argued before a federal appeals court panel that he should be immune from criminal prosecution.
Fox 5's Sharon Crowley joins us live from the newsroom. And Sharon, the judges hearing this case seem to be skeptical of Trump's lawyers' claims.
Yes, Natasha and Steve, the Republican frontrunner leaving the campaign trail, returning to a federal courtroom. Former President Trump's lawyers arguing that he's entitled to absolute blanket immunity for anything that happened while he was in office. The three-judge panel repeatedly pressing Trump's lawyers to defend claims that Trump was shielded from criminal charges.
I feel that as a president, you have to have immunity. Very simple. And if you don't, as an example, if this case were lost on immunity and I did nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong, I'm working for the country.
Former President Donald Trump speaking shortly after his appearance in federal court. His lawyers arguing Trump deserves immunity from criminal charges that he's facing for his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election results. Trump's lawyers telling federal judges Trump is entitled to immunity from prosecution for any actions he made while he was president.
To authorize the prosecution of a president for his official acts would open a Pandora's box from which this nation may never recover.
Prosecutors pushing back hard against Trump's lawyers' case.
What kind of world are we living in if, as I understood my friend on the other side to say here, a president orders his SEAL team to assassinate a political rival and resigns, for example, before an impeachment? Not a criminal act.
Jack Smith is the special counsel who's investigating Trump's role in January 6th and his efforts allegedly to put pressure on election officials in Georgia. The case was set to go to court in March, but it's on hold until the judges decide on the immunity question. Trump has pled not guilty to all charges, posting on Truth Social that he was looking for voter fraud and finding it, calling it his obligation. Doug Burns is a former federal prosecutor here in New York City.
The appeal turns on two things. One, the definition of what was presidential actions versus personal actions, because the argument is that presidential actions would be covered with some type of immunity, personal ones would not. And then the other question is a little bit in the legal weeds. The second question is whether or not you need an impeachment and conviction in Congress before you could charge a president with a crime.
Well, a ruling from the judges on the immunity question is expected in the next few days and possibly weeks. This is also a key week for another Trump trial. Closing arguments are scheduled for Thursday in a civil fraud case against the former president and his company here in New York. Natasha.
All right, Sharon, thank you.